YouTube family, what's good, what's happening? Talk with me for a little bit. So right here, what you're looking at is 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit into this. You already know what that number is. Just dial that number if you think you may have an issue that you can't properly resolve, right? Involving you possibly harming yourself or somebody else possibly harming themselves. Call that line. Or if you're unsure, call it anyway, right? I hate having to start the show like this or the video like this, but I just want to kind of get right to the point. I know sometimes I have a hard time doing that, but today I feel that's necessary. I want you to know that if you're having a hard time this holiday season, whether you partake in the holidays or not, that's fine. But if you're having a hard time this holiday season, know that there are people around that are here to talk with you, that are available to talk, and that are there to help you if you feel that you need some help, right? I don't know what that help is. I don't know what it would look like for you. For help for you may be different for what I would think is help for me, right? So you need to talk, right? Please don't suffer in silence. Do not suffer in silence. And like the Navy, we used to say, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, or the squeaky mouse gets the cheese, I guess. Sure. But talk, please. We have a lot of people out there, and depending on what you like, on how you talk, on how you release after you talk or when you talk, you have people that will sit, that you converse with, that will sit and be active listeners and kind of volley the conversation with you. And I guess to some folks, that's cool, and that's okay. You have some people that will sit, take control of the conversation, and that's okay too. That's fine. That's fine, right? And that's okay. You have some folks that will sit, listen, and wait for you to finish, and then offer their feedback. And then you have those that will sit, listen, and will just remain silent and just be a sounding board for you. That's it. And there's nothing wrong with that either. There's nothing wrong with that either. And all of those can be equated to as seasons. And you can think of them not only as seasons, but you can refer to those folks as different methods on how to communicate, right, effectively. And then in this way, you can either get an answer within yourself or you can get an answer from someone else, right? All of those are different methods, and all of which are effective methods used by people when they communicate. And they're all fine. They're all fine. Find the one that suits you and the one that you need the most, and it should be available. Don't be afraid to talk. And I'll tell you what, it's easy for me to say, but it's hard to follow through with, because I know me as a guy myself, I have a hard time just wanting to talk with people. Of course, I'll talk with you guys based off of the things that I find, right? But sometimes I find it hard to talk with people. I find it difficult to talk with people because I sometimes find it that a lot of folks don't understand. And I'm not gonna act arrogant and say it's because they don't understand. Well, you never know. You never know. Sometimes you need to cast your line, right? And so that's what I implore to you folks that feel a little bit trapped. I get it. I've been dealing with my craziness myself, and that's just how life is sometimes for everybody. I'm not trying to minimize what it is you're going through. If you're going through something, I pray that whatever you go through, whatever storm you're dealing with, you can weather it. I pray for you that. I truly, truly pray for you that. Whether you're of the globe or if you're of the flat and level earth, I pray for you either way, right? That you weather your issues, you weather your storms. But we need to communicate with those that are around us. We need to talk with the people, with those that we trust, that we feel we can confide in. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just talk with people, right? And if you don't talk, you might find yourself spiraling. Nobody wants that. I want us all to return. Like I said, I really want us all to return after the season is up, right? It's cold these days. It's cool these days. There's less light. So there's a physical thing going on here where a lot of people, I'm not saying I'm not, because I am, or I feel I am, but a lot of people may not be as happy as they normally are during the warmer or sunnier seasons, you know? So, with all that being said, I don't want to stay on here too long. I just wanted to let you know that this is the hotline. If you feel you may need it, or somebody else may need it, or you don't know. If you don't know, that's all right to not know. But if you're unsure, use it just in case. It's better to be safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? I hope this makes sense. Anyway, YouTube family, I wish y'all nothing but the best. Health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity. Most of all, wisdom. And with all that being said, wish you nothing but the best. I already said that. I don't know why I'm sounding like a broken record, but let me stop. I love you. I'm out. Peace.